Anybody that's in the video archive business that deals with Sony 8mm tapes has come across this. The bloody tapes that contaminate the heads every 5 minutes. There's got to be an easier way to clean the heads. And I think I've come up with a solution for certain models of camcorders. So I'm trying to digitize a tape. This is one of these Sony garbage tapes. And we'll see how long it goes before I have to clean it again. This tape would have been recorded about 1992. It was recorded with a Sony CCTV 5000 high 8 camera. And this is a Sony metal particle tape. This is one of my tapes that I haven't digitized before, and I just happened to find it. Okay, look, here it goes. Here it goes. And it's gone. It becomes a real pain in the ass when you've got tapes that are like this. And this is the problem with these garbage junk tapes. They're just horrible. So a 2-hour archiving job all of a sudden turns into about a 6 or 7 hour job when you have to stop and clean the machine every time you turn around. And then you got to cut all these pieces of the tape have to be cut together. I'll probably have to take the tape out and put a cleaning tape in and run that through the camera, or take the camera apart and clean it manually, which is time consuming. Yeah, see, this time it's not going to come clean. I'm going to actually have to physically clean the heads and then cue it up and try and get back to the same place that I was and pick up where I left off. I'll show you the tape. See, now it just kind of cleared the head a bit there. Let's just see whether it will clear. Oh, it might come clean. Oh, what do you know? I got the head clean this time. So now I can cue it back a bit and see if I can. Yeah, now, did I get this? I don't think I got this one. I think this is about where it went bad, so now I can start my recording up again. And hopefully I haven't lost anything. And we will continue. This is the San Diego Zoo, the last time I was there. Actually, I was there after that, but this was the time I was there before I had kids to take. So I was actually able to enjoy it without chasing around after a bunch of kids. But this is kind of my raw footage that I figured I would edit someday, and I never got around to it.
It's called a spectacled bear.
I'm kind of letting this play so you can see how bad these tapes really are and how quickly the heads are going to get contaminated again. This tape contaminated the heads probably 30 times over a 2-hour tape. It was ridiculous. See how long it goes for this time before the heads clog up again. Because it'll do it again in a couple of minutes. Those color artifacts you see when the critter is walking, that's just a timing error between the plasma screen and the camera shutter. It doesn't look like that. That's just how the camera picks it up when photographing a plasma screen.
Let's see it. We're going to look at the Manchurian brown bear.
Here we go. Here we go. There it goes again, you see? That's the offending tape right there. These ones were just horrible as far as clogging the heads. That's how much tape I've gotten through, and I've cleaned the heads like 5 times for that much tape, and this tape is almost completely full. I'm in for a long night to archive this one. I'll be here all night trying to get this tape. I'm just transferring it over to DVD. I'll deal with the DVD edit and edit it off of that. I'm just trying to get it transferred over to a DVD using the FireWire output and the FireWire input on my DVD recorder. But yeah, very bad tape. When you come across these ones, I just cringe when I see these tapes because I know it's going to be a long day, and the customer, when I'm archiving for them, this is my tape. but a customer I'm archiving for, when I'm telling them, well, yeah, I got to charge you $60 or $70 to do this tape. And they're like, why? I say, well, because I had to stop and clean the machine every 5 minutes because the tape had deteriorated, right? So, yeah, terrible stuff. You see these ones, run. They are bad. So there has to be an easier way than starting and stopping the tape constantly and hoping that the head cleaning wheel, or the head cleaning pad on the camera is going to clean the heads enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this cover off, and I'm going to make this cover so that it is removable, so that I can take this cover off to clean the heads, because this is a bottom feeder camera. This is the one that I took the mechanism out of the digital only playback and put it into the camera that has analog playback. So I'm going to make one of these. I got two of them. I'm going to make one of them as my permanent solution to transferring tapes where I get bad tapes. So I'm going to start by just removing the cover, removing the screws, taking the camera apart. This cover here has got a piece around here that prevents it from coming off unless I take the camera apart. I'm going to shape this so that it can be fit on the camera without having to take all the screws out, so that I can just take out one screw and remove the cover in order to clean the heads. I'll show you. So I'm going to start out by removing the screws that hold the nose cone on, the lens cover, the front of the camera in other words. We're going to take this off and take out this screw here. And take out this screw down here. And one on the bottom down here. Okay, I got the top cover off. I'm going to reshape this thing. I'm just going to cut off the edge. I use my side cutters just to cut the edge off. There was a clip here that protruded out that went under here. That went under this clip here so that it was screwed down. I'm going to put the camera back together, sort of. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get this thing together and get this cover on without having to. The goal is that I can remove this without having to take out all the screws. So let's put the screws back in. See, the head is exposed now, so I can give it the fingernail treatment as necessary as it's playing. But ideally, what I want to be able to do is to remove this cover without having to take the camera apart. They should have made them like this from the factory to make them easy to clean. Put my front cover back on. And now I can snap this cover in place. The cover will sit in place just like that. Oh, still got to take a little bit off from the edge here. Okay, now this cover will sit in place like that, and I can even put one screw into it. If I want to hold the cover on, I can just put one screw into the side. And the cover is held in place. Looks pretty normal, although if I need to clean the heads, all I need to do now is just pop the cover off, and when there's a tape threaded in there, I'll be able to just clean the heads on the fly, and I'll be able to continue recording. So I'll use this camera for the difficult to recover tapes. Just to say, I've got two of these ones. TRV 240. So that is my little modification on this. Let's go back inside and I'll show you how it works, because the heads are still dirty on this machine right now. And with this tape that I'm in the middle of archiving, I'm going to have to do this multiple times. So the heads are clogged up, as you can see, and I'm just going to go down to the head drum here, and I'm just going to put the back of my fingernail on the head, scratch with my fingernail, just like that. And I just cleared the heads off so I can continue recording.
And there he is back there.
So I'll rewind this back a bit and we'll pick up the recording. I think I probably stopped somewhere around here. So we'll pick up the recording again.
Let's see it. Look at the dimension.
And now as the head clogs up, which it will again for sure, I can just get my thumb in there and access the head drum to clean it up.
And there it is back there.
And there's the tape. Probably going to start going bad again, because that's what these tapes do. These tapes are so bad. And there it goes again. My machine actually went into pause by itself, but we'll just... And it's back. That's how quick I can clean them now on my modified camcorder. Well, you know what you guys think? You like my idea for instant cleaning heads? So this is going to become my my new camcorder for archiving, because now I've got the access to clean the heads when necessary. Makes it nice and easy for when I get these problematic tapes. And I can just put that cover back on and hold it in place with one screw, so when I'm not using it, when I don't have bad tapes, I can just leave the cover in place. But when I do need to access it, I can just very quickly open up that cover, and makes it easy to get at to clean. And say this was the Franken camcorder that I took two, put together to make one that can play both analog and digital. Still working on digitizing this tape. I've been at this for a couple of hours now. Just the heads keep, there we go, see? They're going to keep clogging up. About every 2 or 3 minutes is when this was recorded, August 14th, 1991. But every 2 or 3 minutes this
Everything's still open.
tape, heads keep clogging up.
What time it is here, and I'm just going to show you what time it is, just so you can believe this.
Here they go again.
Time is 3 a.m.
We were just out driving around filming the signs at night. I did a big production of this a few years before when I had my beta. I'm just playing around with my high 8 camera this time when we were down there. There we go again. See what I mean about the tape? And the fingernail clean. And it's clean again.
Just thinking.
And all I'm doing is I'm just taking my fingernail and just very lightly tapping it against the head, so that my fingernail actually makes contact with the head itself and cleans off the debris. But it makes me laugh when I hear people talk about still wanting to use videotapes to record anything, because they were such a bloody unreliable format. You know, they trusting anything to tape is like playing Russian roulette. You don't know whether you're going to be able to play it back. I say this tape does not have any mold on it. It's been properly stored. It just happens to be 30 years old, and it's never been played since it was recorded. This is the first time I've looked at this tape in 30 years, and I'm really having trouble playing this tape back. It just has deteriorated just from sitting in storage. Not all tapes are this bad. Just these specific Sonys and the HMPX were horrible. Maybe I'll do a video at some point with this footage once I'm done digitizing it. Maybe I'll do something with it. I didn't do this. I didn't shoot this one though with a tripod. We're driving around. The prior time I was in Vegas with my my beta camera, I took a tripod out and walked around and got some nice shots of the signs. This time we figured we'd drive because it was just too hot this summer. Anyway, that's my little mod trick for today for dealing with those crappy tapes. Thanks for watching.